Hey, y'all.
Hey.
How y'all doing? Sorry.
Hi.
Technical
Happy Thursday.
difficulties. Happy Thursday. Happy pre-Easter weekend.
And welcome to Backcountry Couples.
Yes.
I'm Colleen.
I'm Jonny.
Right on.
We're the cool kids.
Yeah, we are.
We're the Cool Quest.
We are.
We're the Cool Quest.
Okay.
We're cool in the gang.
Yes.
And we're here.
All right. Let's do this. I love it. Welcome. Like we said, we have a couple things that we kind of want to chat about before we bring our guests on tonight. We want to say a special thank you to Dan from The Wandering Monk. So he had us on his live stream on Monday.
Yep.
And it was fun.
Oh, yeah,
it was the tables were turned a little bit. We got our
learned a lot of cool stuff.
We did. And
I mean, that hiking trail that he's gonna redo since hasn't been traveled since 1862.
It was like it's crazy how far back. So
it was in the 1800s.
It's called the Cherokee Trail, and he's establishing it, and he was trying to make it a what do you call it? A distinction trail? A heritage trail. A heritage trail. So I'm excited for that. And it was kind of a twofold. So one is we got to be on the other side, which was great. The other thing is that we found out is that we actually live stream to our channel as well. So I know that, Doc is in the house. So hi, Doc. He was like, hey, how am I seeing this? I'm not seeing this. And so it looked like...
That's why you need dual monitors.
Yeah. So it looked like we were streaming to our channel, but the chat was a little odd for interaction, which was kind of wild. We want to say congratulations to our friend Devin, who is Salmon Outdoors.
Yes.
Him and his girlfriend Tara. They just got engaged. So congrats to those two. And there's another couple of our Ontario peeps too, which is really good.
That they are.
And also we want to say a big shout out to Sherry and Jay, Beauty in the Backcountry. They, I think, are in the chat as well. They were featured in the local paper in the Sioux Today. So if you have an opportunity, make sure you go check it out.
It wasn't the Sioux tomorrow, it was the Sioux today.
Sioux Today. That's the role right there. Comic relief, people. I just said he was she's like, what's my role? I'm like, you're the talent, but I'm pretty much your comic relief now. Get out of here. Anyways.
Sioux today, Sioux tomorrow.
So that's exciting. So make sure you go and check that out because it's all about they love the backcountry. They're showcasing people of their own backyard, and they chatted about backcountry couples. They chatted about canoe how adventures. So that was really, really great. Another is we want to thank Tim and Pamela. Super good camping. We're wearing the swag today. Oh, turn around, honey. Turn around. There's a little thing. Can you see?
If I can turn around.
Get out there.
There you go.
So I want to say thank you for the shirt. So that was lovely that you had sent those on. And they host a podcast, and as well as they
air their podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, they upload it to the YouTube channel, right? So that's really
awesome.
Yeah.
The latest one was Chris and Julia.
Right. So make sure you go catch that. It was actually super, super, super good. The other is I think he's in the chat.
Sue Shop newsletter.
SV Raven Flintlock. Congrats to you. You won something with Brittany today. So freaking Mrs. Freaking Nature.
Miss Freaking Nature.
Yeah. So congrats to that. I didn't know what you won. So that was really awesome.
I know what he got.
What is it?
He got the sheath. You
did?
Pretty sure it was a sheath.
I thought there was two prizes, but maybe if you did, you are so freaking lucky. I'm telling you right now, that's just nuts. And it's Easter weekend. So
some of us get a long weekend. Some of us don't.
All of our Canadian friends get the long weekend. John was like, what is going on here? So excited for that.
Nobody around here believes in Good Friday, and I can't get
I know, it's so terrible.
Have to work.
So
I could take it off, but
right on.
Burn a vacation day. What's the fun of that?
No, because we know it's for holidays, honey. But
vacation days.
Yes. They're I call them holidays still. Not vacation time.
You're in America. Get some.
Oh, brother. But it is Easter weekend, so we hope that you do enjoy your time with your families, which is wonderful. And
most importantly,
yes,
we need to thank our sponsor.
Let's do it.
Mr. Mickwick.
Yeah. So all of our guests get a Mickwick appreciation pack. There are 3 mix in here, which is amazing. They are, there's no harmful chemicals. There's no tinder, no kindling needed. They're lightweight. They're waterproof. They have a burn time of 20 minutes. And they're pretty much just fancy pants, which we love. So, but you got to see this. We didn't actually play this last week, and I'm really glad that we did this now. So let's go. Yeah. Stop it. I love it. I know, it's just so epic. It's crazy. So all of our guests get these. So our couple tonight, obviously, we will make sure that you get your Mickwick. It also comes with a sticker, and we will also send you a KK sticker, which is awesome. Like we said, it is Backcountry Couples. And this October, we are going to be season 3. So, and we're already booking into season 3, which is crazy. So I've already had people reach out and say, hey, you know, it'd be really, really awesome. So that's really awesome. So if you are a backcountry couple and you watch the show, if you know a backcountry couple, if you know a backcountry bros, because we've been doing that kind of once a month, which is fun too, shoot us an email, right, hun? Or send us a message on Instagram if you're on Instagram, or you can, you know, say hey on YouTube or all that fun kind of stuff.
Yep. So hit us up at Coolquest, however you want to say it, at gmail.com. And yeah, we'll get back to you, and that'd be awesome.
I know, super fun.
And if you're interested in Mickwicks, go to mickwickfires.com.
Right.
And you go there, and then you use the code KeelQuest. Make sure you put a little space right
You're
there.
So funny.
You get 15% off your order. And while supplies last, so that's 15% off their fire starters.
Yeah.
Their smoked bean coffee, and their swag. And also, while supplies last, with your order, you will get a free 3-ounce bag of Mickwick Firestarter.
It's pretty awesome.
Smoked coffee beans, applewood smoked, and this is like, it's a sip of fire.
Yeah, he always says,
a sip of smoke.
It's like a smoke. No,
it's like sipping a coffee around a campfire.
It is. It is just so good.
Spit
it is
that
so
out
good.
3 times fast.
And then the other thing that Mickwick is doing too is they are doing custom colors. So they've done it for, I haven't really thought about it actually. So if you're an outdoor couple, they did it like for weddings, which was kind of cool. They did like their wedding colors. They did for birthday parties. They did it for people graduating. So I was like, that's actually pretty cool. And they did it for us. So that's really cool.
Ours are black, white, and green.
Yes. Or the USA Canada combo.
Yes.
So which I love that too, which is really cool.
And anybody wondering why I'm rocking the Tigers hat is
go ahead, honey.
That's what I thought you said.
Go.
It was the Tigers home opener today. Although we lost 6-3 to the Bo Sox and gave it up in the 6th after leading 3-2. I'm not going any more details after that, but I'm not going to say anything because the Jays don't play until next Wednesday, I think it is, or Tuesday, the 11th or whatever it is. That's their home opener. So I gotta get ready for that. Kansas
So
City.
the other thing, watch the rewind. So last week was Adventure Anywhere. Our friends Michael and Stacy and their daughter Adeline joined on for a bit, and it was fun to chat with them. What you found out is actually we're going to be doing a little trip with them and heading up to the Finger Lakes in upstate New York. So exciting, very, very exciting. If you love what you see, make sure that you join us along, right? Comment, subscribe,
tell your friends,
all that fun stuff. There's lots.
Guaranteed everybody that's in the chat right now is already subscribed.
I'm sure they are.
Tell your friends to come and hit that subscribe
button.
And
the
like button.
All right, we have. Wait, let's say hi to the chat, honey. Let's say hi to the chat.
All right.
I know.
One thing at a time.
I know.
Okay.
Gotta do this, move this, up that, everything else.
Get your fingers.
I can't. I gotta see that.
No,
see.
You don't.
Oh my God. See, large and in charge here.
That's right. When it comes to technical stuff.
Okay, who's here?
Doc.
Hi.
Darren.
Oh, hi, Darren.
Our guests are in the chat.
Nice to see. Well, I'm glad the guests are here. That's nice.
Beauty in the backcountry.
Well, whoop whoop. Hey, hey.
Who else we got here? Oh, my mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Adventure Anywhere.
Oh, Mike. Oh, he's at work.
Yep. SV Raven Flintlocks here.
Thank you. And again, congrats for winning Breeze
Carlson.
stuff.
Oh my gosh, backcountry paddler.
Hey, Brian and Mark is here. Hello.
Right.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Who else we got?
DMS. Oh, we're excited for the chili dogs coming up at the end of April. Just saying.
Ooh.
I know. Oh no, no. You're doing ice cream. No, you guys are doing the ice cream.
Ice cream.
That's right. I'm excited for that. I got excited. Who else we got?
What?
What? Our Portugal friend? You stop it.
Hey, what's going on?
What are you doing up?
We will. You know what? I will message you on that.
All right, we'll let you know what's going on.
Solo
That is
outdoors.
Hey, this is great. So excited to have everybody here, and I feel like we should get rolling. Okay, let's do this.
Waiting on you.
Are you ready? All right. So this week we are bringing Canada back. Actually, Ontario's in the house. Excited for that, honey.
Yay.
This backcountry couple, they've tripped together for 22 years.
That's a while.
That's a long time. We've been like 5 tripping together. That's crazy.
Be 6 tomorrow.
I know. They love exploring Ontario's natural beauty and have made it their goal to camp in all provincial parks in Ontario. Plus, they're doing it with their 2 daughters. So welcome from Camping Across Ontario, Kory and Sarah. Yay!
Hey guys.
Hello.
How are you?
Thanks so
We're
much for
so
coming.
good.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're so
wow,
happy to
dude.
be here.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
Absolutely. We always love to share how we got to know you. And honestly, I feel like, you know how Instagram like says, oh, hey, you know this person, you should know this person kind of thing. And it was like Camping Across Ontario. I'm like, well, clearly we need to know these 2. And then we just kind of reached out and said, hey, and that was like back in like January or February, I think it was. And then we've just kind of, followed you and see what you got going on. And you have lots going on, which is awesome.
Busy.
And then here we are today.
Right on.
I know. So we always have 2 questions that we get started with.
All
Yeah.
right.
How'd y'all meet?
We were actually set up by a friend, a mutual friend. Yeah.
Okay.
How many years ago was that?
The year 2000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we met at a party, but we were set up by a mutual friend, Andrea. So
Yeah.
thanks, Andrea.
Oh, hi, Andrea, if you're there. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is fun.
Yeah.
That's the rest is history after that.
It truly it was.
Yeah.
We knew right away, honestly. It was pretty neat.
That's good.
That is so awesome.
Super cool.
All right, it is cool. And then were you both outdoorsy growing up?
My parents did not camp. The story, I think, is that they tried it for one night in the 60s and it rained and they left and went to a hotel.
Yeah.
But my mom was always outside gardening. So we were climbing trees, digging in the dirt. And then I had babysitters that were kind of like another set of grandparents to me. And I did go like to KOA campgrounds and things like that in their pop-up trailer.
Oh,
that's cool.
That's awesome. So you got outside and did lots of
Yes.
cool things. That's
Yeah.
so great. What about you, Kory?
My family's just outdoorsy people, not really into camping or anything like that. It's kind of like with Sarah's parents. There was, camping was a little too rough for them, but heavily into boating and, just overnights out on the boat kind of thing. So just,
Okay.
getting outside was kind of in my blood, I guess. But my extended family did a lot of camping. And, I might spend a night with them or something and just kind of get the bug a little bit, get bit a little bit. And, just started doing it on my own after that. It was.
And then, so when did you guys get the bug together to go, wait a minute, why don't we
Like our first summer together. So he took me to the Pinery, which is on Lake Huron, beautiful beach. And it was summertime, of course. And he cooked like 3-course meals. I feel like we had salad and we had ribs and we had steak and we had dessert. And it was just, so that's how he dragged me into that.
Trying to break her in a little easier.
Right?
Well done, Kory.
Just lay out the gourmet.
I know, right?
I will say though, the next year we, for some reason, decided to go up to Lake Superior in the beginning of June, I think it was,
Ooh.
which was like peak bug season.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
And like here in, southwestern Ontario, I'd never even heard of a black fly. I had no idea what I was getting into. So that was an awakening.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a game changer
Yes.
for sure.
So
right?
thick they'll carry you away.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
Yep.
So then you've got this like love of the backcountry now. You're getting out there, and then I'm just kind of gonna fast forward a little bit because you are all of a sudden you're like, well, we should start a YouTube channel and get in the social media game. So how does like that even start?
It was interesting because I was looking back at all the things that we've done in the past 22 years. And so for the first, really until Alyssa was born and she just turned 7, we kind of went to our favorite places over and over again. We love Algonquin, McGregor Point, Pinery is the closest of our favorites. And we kind of were revisiting those over and over again. And then Alyssa was born and we kind of just had this idea of trying to visit as many parks as we possibly could. And so I started out just with like a blog, and I would share my pictures and kind of blog, but that takes a long time.
100% it does.
Oh,
yeah.
And it's great, but it took me a while. It took me a long while to decide if I wanted to, video my kids and to put that up on YouTube, but we're actually loving it. And I get their approval on all the videos. They have to sit there and they watch and they approve whatever I'm allowed to show of them in the videos. So it truly is a family affair, but we're really, really enjoying it.
That's really cool.
It gives us a chance that we kind of just sharing our story, and it's kind of been nice to inspire other people. We've been, getting some feedback on that. Just like, hey, we didn't know we could do this with kids. The backcountry is accessible with kids. It's not
absolutely
like
it is.
I like their little paddles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Highly recommend the kid-sized paddles.
Yeah.
So who
I mean,
came up with
sure they help a little bit. Then it's like, okay, we're dragging this way.
Yeah.
who started the name? Because I think it's actually ingenious, like the whole
pretty
camping
simple.
across.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah. We just like, what do you want to do? Let's camp across Ontario. Let's.
That's it. That's what
That's it.
That's what we got. We're done. Get a logo.
Mic drop.
Yeah, it's just
you were like definitive in that. I love it.
I mean,
And the tree is the iconic tree from Killbear Provincial Park. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know, but I love it. It's a great, like John said earlier, it's a really good logo.
I know. I love
Which
it.
is funny because the kids haven't been there yet.
It's on the list, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It is. Maybe this summer we're deciding.
I did a little bit of research in regards to like Ontario parks. There's 330.
Yeah, and it's not really doable.
I was like, are you kidding me?
We don't have enough vacation time for that. So.
I know, right? That's the whole thing. But then there's like only 116 have camping abilities, it said.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cut it in the third, you know what I mean? So you're kind of there. And then I was asking about like the government kind of stuff. I was like doing and this year, apparently they put money into the budget for a new possible provincial park.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And it hasn't happened in like 40 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal, right?
Where's that going?
Definitely.
So we don't know. So
it's hard to book a campsite, like at front country camping. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So how do you decide what park you're going to go to?
Family discussion,
That's a good
family
question.
meetings. Yeah, we just.
So this is our map. Which way am I pointing here? This way.
Yes.
And we actually had this made, and one year I think we actually just had the girls point to the map.
Like,
Yeah.
what do you do? Throw the dart.
Well, I think they pointed way up north somewhere, and we're like, oh, we can't do that this year.
Right.
But yeah.
Like a 30-hour drive plus plane. Plus,
And truly the backcountry these past 3 years with COVID, we weren't ready for a huge challenge. But we also knew we didn't want to be directly on Highway 60 in Algonquin. We had heard stories of it being super duper busy. And so we wanted Algonquin, but we just picked wherever we could go that wasn't right off Highway 60.
Right on.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, we did. We took the Opiongo water taxi to get deeper into the park. And then we did Magnetawan access point. And then this past year we did the Kiosk access point at the north end of the park, which is amazing. We love it up there.
Yeah. So
How was it like taking the water taxi?
I know
It was so fun. It was a highlight for sure. Yeah. It was great. Yeah.
I think we have to look into that.
How
I like
long
that.
did it take you to get from one end to the other?
Well, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Instead of taking all day to paddle, they get you across the biggest, widest lake in Algonquin. Get you a little bit deeper into the park, especially if you don't have a lot of time. Like
absolutely.
Yeah. And we didn't want to risk being windbound on that lake especially with the kids. Yeah.
We thought about just doing like a perimeter kind of trip.
Yeah, that would be amazing too.
So I mean, stay close to the shoreline, so but if anything spurred up, you had an easy exit, because there's campsites all over that thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's really good. I did not know that was an available thing to do. To take a quick little boat ride. So
get you in deeper to the park and away from, there's a few cottages there, but get you in a little further, a little bit away from.
It was fun.
The bigger groups of people. It's nice.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. How many trips I know vacation time is limited and all that crazy stuff. How many trips do you guys try and do or get in a year?
It's really just been like the one week long. We do like a front country camping trip. We've had our camper now for a couple of years, our newest one.
Yeah.
So we do that for a week, and then we do a week in the backcountry, and then other than that, it's just kind of wherever we can get a weekend here and there.
Get a weekend here and there, whatever.
One year I was on mat leave. I think we hit 10 different parks. That was great.
That was nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's because in Canada, honey, we get a nice work-life balance, not like here in the
US. At least for a year,
I know, right? It's so beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it.
6 weeks vacation.
No, I'm not. Well, you're not having a baby, honey.
That is good. Yeah.
Well, it's worked a lot of years to get that much.
Yeah. So you mentioned the Pinery, which is kind of. I'm from London, Ontario originally.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
So that's like, where we used to go as teenagers all the time.
Yes.
Oh, we're not going to cottage country.
No, he's just sneak up
not around here. No.
But do you guys have a favorite park?
That's a good question. I was thinking about that too. And I like so many of them for different reasons. Like the beach at the Pinery is incredible. I love the Lake Huron beaches. But we did, the two of us before kids, we did some amazing trips in Temagami region. So if you're thinking of backcountry, I think that's definitely a favorite of mine.
Okay.
And then we really honestly enjoy McGregor Point too. It's perfect for kids. There's a playground. The beach is lovely. There's biking trails, hiking trails. There's a lot to do. It's not super rugged, but I don't know. We really like it. And I fell in love with Mississauga, kind of up near Elliott Lake, and it was
north of the Sioux area.
Yeah, it was quiet. It was non-electric. It was pretty rustic, but there's some pretty awesome backpacking trails and paddling that you can do. I'd love to go back to that region sometime too. And truly, we absolutely love Samuel de Champlain. We've actually been back there twice.
Ooh.
Even though we like to explore new parks, we just fell in love. So we did go back to that one. And that's why we picked Kiosk for last year's backcountry trip, because it's all sort of in the same area. And that area, like northern Algonquin, I just love it. It's great. So
cool. We have to get up there too.
What can you say about this picture?
So this is a park that I'd never heard of.
Oh yeah.
So this is Driftwood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the Ottawa Valley. So first of all, how far is it to get up there from where you guys are?
About 8 hours or so. I think it was
that's the problem with living, like we're south of Detroit, so it's all a drive for us.
Right. I know.
It's like us going to the UP.
It is.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've actually cut through the UP to get across to some northern parks in Ontario.
Right on.
It cuts
but
off.
That is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it was amazing there, honestly. And we hit it on a day when the Ottawa River was quiet and calm, and we were able to paddle across to Quebec, and it was just so neat. Yeah, it was really cool.
That is super cool.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys have to play the booking game at January 23rd or whatever everybody hits go kind of thing?
Yeah.
We've been trying to pick parks that are a little further out of more the more common routes.
Okay.
That's the nice thing about camping across Ontario is we're trying to hit parks that a lot of people don't go to. So, we've kind of been get lucky with that. We're not trying to hit more of the popular ones. We're trying to get outside of some of the more popular ones, trying to get a little further north. But yeah, we did have to fight for a few sites here and there.
Yeah, if we're trying to do one of the more popular parks, we won't book that one for the weekend.
Got it.
Like ideally, when we're doing the front country stuff, we'll try and do like maybe 3 parks in a week. And so the most popular one we'll try and do midweek.
Yeah.
That's a
So
good
that
idea.
so far has worked for us. But even the backcountry trip, like we didn't get the exact lakes we wanted on the exact nights we wanted, but we've been able to make it work, which is good.
That is so great.
Mhm.
That's
There's just a
awesome.
lot of parks out there. So like you said,
Well,
there's
I
so
was
many
shocked.
parks.
Like I honestly,
Mhm.
I didn't even think there was going to be that many. So I was like,
Yeah.
what? So, but you guys have different camping styles, right? You just
Yep.
mentioned you have a camper, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So where are you taking the camper?
Well, we've just done like front country stuff. And even I think when we drove through the States to get north, we didn't have this camper. We had a sort of a really old pop-up that we were a little nervous to take over the border. So we do tent camping in the front country campgrounds as well. But
Yeah.
it can, I don't know, you bought the off-road package or something, didn't you? I don't know.
Yeah, I've done a few mods to it. Too,
I don't know.
I love it. I love it.
But
And then
the most exciting place we ever took a camper was when we flew to Yukon. Yes, and that we took a truck camper up to the Arctic Ocean. That was amazing. So that's probably the most exciting place we've taken a camper.
agreed.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how many people we know either just been to Alaska or planning the Alaska Yukon trip. Like it's just crazy. It's on the list, right? Just put it on the
Absolutely,
list.
We're driving up there.
Oh yeah, that's what they did. They drove
Yeah, we flew over and then rented a truck.
like a truck camper
Yeah,
kind of
truck
thing.
camper.
Yeah, like super
It was
cool.
incredible. Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about driving from here to there.
Oh, you want to do like
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Too.
What's it called?
Someday.
What's it called?
What's that road that
Dempster.
takes
Dempster
all the
Highway.
way to the Arctic?
Yeah, the
Arctic
Tuk-Tuk.
Yep.
I just like saying the word.
Right. So yeah,
Right?
we were when we were at the Canoecopia with some friends of ours. They drove up and actually dipped their toes
Oh yeah,
in the
you gotta
Arctic.
do, you gotta
Arctic
do
Ocean.
it.
I was like,
right?
okay,
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then when you guys are in the backcountry, right?
Mhm.
Obviously, you have like your tenting because you're you're
Yeah.
carrying everything. We have a friend, like a couple, and there's only obviously two of them, and they actually carry two tents. I know, and they share the gear. So one is actually their gear tent. So I was just wondering if that was
okay.
something that you thought of to have an extra tent for like storage stuff or
You
the
should find the full hikes a lot.
yeah. I don't know, just like there's two of you
The
to
tent
carry.
we have has like a decent sized vestibule on each side.
Okay.
So it hasn't been an issue for us so far. Everything we just, the
And you
chairs.
have the
What are you guys using?
Esker or something.
No.
We have a Eureka El Capitan.
Eureka, that's it. I knew.
4.
I was sorry.
In E. Okay.
I mean, we're
Okay.
carrying gear for 4 people too, so we got to minimize a few things here and there.
yeah.
Right.
We do have our luxury items, but yeah, I don't
we
know.
know about those
It's a great
for
idea, though.
sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know if everybody else knows about this in the parks, but you can also stay in one of the authentics.
Yeah.
So
Authentic.
tell us about these.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are in the national parks. So this one's at Point Pelee, which is the southernmost point of mainland Canada. And they're amazing. They're heated. Some of them are electric heat. Some of them are wood stoves. There's bunk beds in there. If you're looking to get outdoors and not sure if you're going to like it, they have everything. They have all your cookware. It's incredible. There's a barbecue. There's a fire pit, picnic table. It's fantastic. Yeah,
But,
that's awesome.
there's hardly any people around, so it kind of gives you that taste of what real camping you can experience. It's a great camping experience for people.
I agree. And like a good taste, right? Like for the kids to get their feet wet.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
So this area where these authentics were at, how many were in the area, or how many did they have?
20, 25,
something
or
like
something
that.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they have two loops of them. Yeah.
Yeah, they spread them out
Yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah.
They're pretty well spaced
You could
out there.
you could see your neighbors authentic, on either side, but it's pretty quiet, at night.
That's really cool.
It gives you that real, rustic feel, and it's a great experience.
Yeah, I thought there was there, and then I mean they're national parks, though you said, right?
Yes.
That one is, yeah.
Okay.
The provincial parks, some of them have roofed shelters too, or yurts or things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Ontario Park's been really adding a lot of those types of structures. I think they're looking at authentics as well too now.
That's so cool.
Well,
gives-
yeah,
We'll have to look
it's
'em up.
similar to over
Yeah.
here. They do yurts.
Yeah.
We got a lot of yurts here too. I think there's yurts in Algonquin actually. I think.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've done that in the winter. You know, we've taken a yurt in the winter. It's nice.
That's so fun.
Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with a little luxury in the wintertime.
No.
Oh yeah, I want to be warm.
Yeah.
My toes just freeze. So
right.
I refuse to go cold winter camping again until we have a hot tent. But anyway,
it's a learning curve, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I know. Agreed with you for sure.
Mm-hmm. When we're doing front country camp. No. Yeah.
Do we have a question?
Yes.
Oh.
Beauty in the Backcountry has a question. Do the kids help with the camping menu and food prep?
They do. We have 2 picky eaters. Mm-hmm. So I try. So there's backcountry and front country. Front country, you know, whatever they want to eat, I don't care. Sure. But backcountry, you don't want to be stuck out there and have a meal that your kids won't touch. So it's
That's true.
We do really simple stuff, and we will try it at home first. So there's like a sort of a sloppy Joe type ground beef mixture that we eat at home that we'll eat out there just without the bun, or you know, craft dinners. The lifesavers sometimes. Yeah. They'll eat tacos. So we'll do like dehydrated taco meat, and then the soft shell tortillas will keep for several days out there, and hard cheese will keep for several days out there. So that's another one of our staples. Yeah. So things like that. And then honestly, the backcountry is all about snacks, like more snacks than you could ever imagine for the kids. Yeah. Definitely.
Nothing like little product testing before you get before
I have
the backcountry.
Yeah, they honestly love helping me with the dehydrator. You know, getting the fruit ready and putting it on all the trays. Dehydrated fruit is a huge hit. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, what kids
they are
not
helpful.
like fruit leather?
Right. You love absolutely. But I was gonna say that's actually a really good tip for anybody, not even just the kids, to get out there and try your stuff before you get out there, because
definitely
you don't want to not eat or not have, you know.
I laugh because we thought we'll throw in a backup meal, and we dehydrated zoodles last year. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, who did that?
Rob did from Ontario Camping Company.
They do not rehydrate well. At least maybe we could do it better. But anyway, it was like a backup meal, so we didn't try that one at home first. But no, we won't be doing that again. Yeah. The other thing that they help with is the bannock. They're super helpful with the bannock. They'll help me mix all the dry ingredients at home, and then they'll help make it up in the backcountry. They love that. Yeah. We all love that.
Super,
and do you
make it super good?
It is. Do you make it savory and sweet too, or just like?
Not yet. We just put flour in a bag and just eat it like a bread. But I don't. Butter, no. I mean, in terms of adding savory or sweet things, maybe this year. Yeah.
I mean, the kids, they're pretty plain eaters, so we don't even have to spice it up at all. Like, I wouldn't mind it, but spice it up a little bit. But
perfect.
We bring hot sauce for our burritos and tacos, so we're good.
So you get the little bit of up there kind of. Oh, look at this. Live to day one lane. I already put tacos in the chat like there. There you go. Tacos.
Oh, yeah, they're a huge hit.
Okay, we have to talk canoeing because we have never heard of the Holy Cow Canoe Company.
Oh yeah.
I look at this and it's like, that says Holy Cow Canoe
I know.
Company.
It sure does.
Tell us about that.
Small company out of Guelph, Ontario.
Okay.
We've had this canoe forever.
2006, I think.
Yeah. What?
Oh, before we bought the house. We owned a canoe before we owned a house.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, small little, family-owned shop, Kevlar canoe, lightweight. It's been durable. We've been
and they were able to offer us such a reasonable price. It was fantastic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the size of that? I mean, it looks like it's over. It says 16.
So our canoe that we own is like the dark red one. It's 16 and a half. The past 3 years for our backcountry trips, we've actually rented an 18 and a half foot canoe that has the third seat in the middle.
Yeah.
So we're kind of at like we're approaching a fork in the road now, because the girls are going to be too big to share that middle seat, I think, after this year. So we're going to have to decide what we do.
Yeah. Two
canoes. Right.
Yeah.
But, I think we try and incorporate some sort of backcountry feel even to any of our front country camping. So we'll bring the canoe with us. We'll do hiking for sure, canoeing. So we bring that canoe with us, which works perfectly for
awesome.
the.
Well, yeah, do like little day things, you know, as
Yeah.
a, from a base camp kind of thing.
Well,
yeah.
Do you try and paddle like every park you get to then? Like that's what
Yeah,
Oh,
we can.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
we
So
absolutely
good.
do.
That's
Yeah.
so
For sure.
good.
Yeah. So for our front country, we're using it more as kind of a base camp kind of thing, and we're just
I
trying
love
to
it.
explore
Sure,
more of the
I
park.
love it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
You know.
Have you noticed the distances changing now? Then, like that the girls are getting
Oh yeah.
older.
Oh my goodness, they drove all the way to what, Barrie last year without a break. It was life changing.
Yeah.
It was because before, like even just to go a few hours to the Pinery, we were having to stop a few times, right? And so that in itself is life changing. We're able to get farther in less time, which is great. But that's the nature of this thing that we're trying to do, is that because of where we're located in the province, we're just going to have to drive farther.
Yeah.
Right on.
Right.
Absolutely. And then when you're planning your canoe trips, like obviously portage is a big factor.
Yes.
You know, like, I mean, I know that when we look, we go, geez, like, I don't want to, you know, portage 5K. I like 95s, you know?
Yeah.
So obviously you must do that, like when you're planning your routes.
Yeah, it's a big part. Yeah.
So this past year, how old are they? They were 9 and 6, and they did 7 portages for the first time. So that was huge. And honestly, they did so amazing.
Yeah,
it was great.
What was the longest? A couple kilometers?
I think it was 1.3.
So we do it twice, double carry every time.
Double carry. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it adds up, but they did great. You know, we've been pushing a little bit harder every time. And even when we're doing front country camping, we've been pushing the hikes a little longer, you know, 8K hikes, 9K hikes.
And the snacks.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. we don't do long days though. So if we're portaging, you know, we'll have a short paddle, a portage, and then we're done for the day. So yeah, they are doing amazing with the portages, but truly, even for us, it's still our vacation. So we do like to have lots of time, you know, to relax and rest and eat the snacks.
I agree.
Sure. Absolutely.
Snacks. Yes. That's the takeaway from today's show is snacks.
Yeah.
We should put that on the back of our t-shirts.
Right. I do love that for sure. This is John put this photo up, honey. I just love this picture. And I know it's the girls and you, but this is like a frameable photo. Where was this one taken?
That's Algonquin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that our canoe? No, it couldn't be.
No, that's Algonquin.
That must be Algonquin.
Yeah, that's Algonquin. Yeah. Yeah, that was on one of the recent trips.
Last year.
Yeah, last year.
Not 22, 21.
Okay.
Yeah. So even the canoe looks unloaded there. So we probably we do a lot of day tripping too, even when we've got set up at camp. If we're spending a night or two on one lake, we'll do a lot of day tripping too, even from that backcountry site.
That's awesome.
That's probably what's going on there. But yeah, just it gets you in further into the park and exploring new areas.
And like John said, there's the paddles that the girls have too. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
We have 2 more questions. Holy moly.
Hold on.
Oh gosh, really? Wait, okay, look at this. Look how we spelled question.
I love it.
That's amazing.
Anything with a K is perfect by me.
I gotta change this now. I gotta change our thing that says question.
Hashtag.
Why did I think of that?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Way to go, Jay.
Good job.
So
yes.
Kids wear it.
Yeah, they do. And this is actually our other dilemma for the year. So Emily, she's turning 10 this year, and she has carried her own, like all her own gear over the portages for 3 years. Like it's incredible.
Amazing.
She has her own pack. She's got her sleeping bag in there, her sleeping pad, her pillow, her clothes. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah. And Alyssa last year, she carried like her rain gear, her shoes, her water bottle, her life jacket, her paddle, all that good stuff. She just turned 7, but now we're at a dilemma because I can technically fit all the gear in the packs that Kory and I already have, but I do want to encourage them, and truly they do feel proud that they're carrying their own gear too. But then I'm like, do we have room in the canoe for another pack when I could just fit it all in my pack?
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm actually
dry run.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to spend the money on a proper pack for Alyssa when I can technically fit it all in the Seal Line pack.
Got it.
Yeah, that's another debate that I'm having with myself right now.
Well, for sure it is.
But they do, honestly, it's
maybe you
been
get
great.
yourself just a smaller pack then.
Yeah.
I could.
More camera gear.
That might happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So DMS Adventures, he asked the question about what kind of weight do the girls carry? So probably
Weighed it.
Okay.
Our girls are tiny, but I mean they're pretty tough.
Yeah,
Emily, the backpack was, I think, bigger than she was, but truly the years where it was probably too big for her, we just portaged like 100 meters here, 200 meters there. It wasn't bad. And this past year where we were going longer distances, the pack did fit her properly.
Yeah.
There's probably 6 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I was going to say about 10 pounds with everything, like her water bottle and, you know,
and we're prepared too. Like the first, maybe not the first year, it was the Opiongo trip. She had to leave it in the middle of the trail once. No problem. Go back and get it. Like we're not, it's their vacation too. So as much as we want to push them to do a little bit more every year, we do try to be a little bit gentle when it is too much for them.
I'm sure.
I mean, I know when to stop.
Oh yeah.
I know when I've had enough, right?
Yeah.
I might stomp my feet a couple times. You know what I mean?
And we all do.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. The nature of the portage.
Yeah.
So what was that, honey?
What are you doing?
Yes. Let's put that one up there. I was just going to say, so like I have 2 grown boys and we trip together and there's logistics that go in even to our trip. Like this is no joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you're the portage queen here. You got the double pants.
I am.
She's a trooper.
Yeah.
Right?
I can take a lot of weight, I guess. That's pre-kids. That's in Temagami.
Like crazy.
Yeah. And that's our Woods Mason pack on the back, which I think is around 115 liters. And then my day pack in the front. We probably bring less stuff now.
Okay. All right.
Because we bring the same pack for 4 people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the thing. You upgrade gear over time, right?
Yeah.
And
We did get a bigger food barrel though.
Yeah.
So
you got the 60 that you use then, right?
We did.
Yeah, that's and you guys have the same thing. I think that we just bought the recreational barrel works, like the
the harness.
Do you love it?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have. I mean, we just got ours last month at Canoecopia. We did the package deal where I got both the harness, the 60 liter, and the 30 liter.
30, yeah.
Perfect. So if it's just the 2 of us, we use a 30.
Yes.
So when we got the guys with us, we can
use the bigger one.
Yeah. We did a hybrid one year where we still only had the 30 liter, and then we had like an Ursack kind of like strapped to the top of it. And
I know it's way too many bags, right? Yeah. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I know.
But if it's just the 2 of us, we'll definitely probably just the 30. We can probably do
that's all you need to, right? Exactly. We have another question. You guys are popular. I love this.
So our friend, a good couple of Super Good Camping.
Excuse me, who? Super Good Camping.
Nice. Love the streets. That's amazing.
Hi, people. Hi, friends.
Okay. So their question is: do you stay on for multiple days on a site? And if so, how do you keep the wee ones entertained with activities?
Good question.
Yeah. So front country camping, like they're a little bit older now slightly, but front country was super interesting. So I remember the first time we went to Algonquin car camping, we literally brought a tent for toys. Like we had a little play tent, all their toys in it, whatever they wanted to bring. And truly they were kind of in there the first day. And then they just sort of didn't go in there anymore and just sort of learned to play around in nature. It was fascinating to watch. Yeah. And then the next couple of years was a similar sort of thing. The first day or 2, they'd be kind of playing with their toys, but then right after that, they just would be jumping off rocks and making pictures with sticks and whatever. But I find that every year they jump into that nature mode a little bit faster, which is really, really, really neat.
Yeah.
I do on backcountry trips, though, I kind of have a tradition of getting some like cheap little toys. I usually find them at the thrift store, hide them in my backpack. And so if there's like a thunderstorm or, it's cold, rainy, people are grumpy, I'll like whip out a little doll for them to play with or something.
Yeah.
So.
And it's a surprise then, right?
Yes.
Like that. Okay. That's a really good idea.
the other part of that question on our longer trips, the backcountry, we do kind of break it up. So if we had a long portage day, we might stay on a site for 2 nights after that.
I like that.
So kind of, you get into the site late. The next day, you got a rest day there. So we do kind of pick those in the middle, kind of on our trips.
Yeah.
But if we're staying over, that's where we try and build in kind of a day trip where, try and find a hiking trail or something that's, marked on the map, or, maybe we can hike up to a waterfall or something like that.
Absolutely.
So the kids are always entertained with something, but they're great just being with themselves. Pardon me?
Or a fire tower.
Yeah, exactly.
Fire
tower hikes are amazing. So
that's
see forever.
I know, right?
Yeah. So
I always bring like a little journal, like a little notebook and pens for them, and that they will play with all week long. Yeah. They'll draw, or I don't know, draw funny pictures. I don't know what they're doing in there, but those are a hit.
For sure. Well, like you said about having a 0 day, like there's some, like I know that when we are on vacation, well, when we go on a canoe trip, or like say for example, or we're like whatever, a big kind of backcountry trip, I say go, and we forget to go. Hey, you know what? It'd be nice to stay here for 2 nights. It'd be nice not to pack up right away the next morning, and we forget that a lot. So that is actually really great advice. I love that idea.
This year, we don't have it planned yet, but we're hoping maybe perhaps to do like Crownland camping. Ooh. And I just think it would be so wonderful to not have to move on. Like if you hit the perfect site and the perfect weather, they're like, hey, take a rest day. Whereas in the provincial park system, you have to book by lake. So you're always moving. You have to stay with your reservation.
Right. But isn't it by campsite on lakes now? It's not even just lakes?
Some parks.
Okay.
I thought has switched to that, and I'm not sure which other parks. Algonquin, you're still booking by lake.
Oh, thank goodness.
So they're testing it out right now, and it's kind of a heavily debatable topic, I think.
I'm sure it is.
I've seen some people chatting on Instagram about it.
Yeah.
We haven't experienced it, but I don't really want to fight for campsite numbers.
That's not fun.
It takes out part of the fun, you get to find the perfect site on a lake, and now you're ending up.
One of the best ones we've been on was when we followed Chris and Julia, one of their trips was being on Phipps Lake.
Right.
There's only 2 campsites on that lake, and if you book one, you got the whole lake.
Yes.
That was pretty special.
Yeah.
It really was, for sure.
Yeah.
It was a slog to get there.
It was. It was pretty wild, but the end.
Not surprised based on their trips.
Right? No kidding. Exactly.
It was low water getting into it.
Ooh, right? I know. It was pretty wild.
That water was cold.
We just like you're trying to, you're crossing off all the provincial parks. We love national parks, and we have a national park book, right, where we get our our stamps and all that fun kind of stuff. But what do you guys collect?
We do have the stickers from the provincial parks and patches.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't in the last few years.
I don't know what to do with them yet. I'm thinking I'm gonna sew all the patches onto something, but I haven't.
Okay.
The stickers, the provincial parks have a little tiny sticker album, and so the girls love that too. We can put the sticker down and write the date that we visited.
Okay, so that's really, really good. All the overlanders put all their patches on the roof of their vehicles.
Yeah,
do that too. I don't know. The little Velcro on there. Yeah. And I'm a sucker for what are they called? The forest ranger programs.
Nice.
I love those. Like, what do you call them? Like the Discovery,
we try and get a bunch of those.
I love that. You learn so much.
Definitely.
Right? Like it is. It's pretty outstanding. And then
she's at the front of the class.
I am. I have so many questions. Fighting the 7-year-olds, but I can't help it. I just love it. I'm so interested in it. Oh, wait a minute here. Forrest the Canoe just said, look at that. Start a camp blanket for the
past. That's a good idea. Yeah,
that's a really good idea. Okay, I love that.
That is a great idea.
I think that's
exactly.
That's it right there. Yep.
That sounds good.
Thanks, Forrest the Canoe.
Right? Do you know Forrest the Canoe?
No.
Oh, you have to hook up with those guys.
Nice.
They are based out of the Sioux. They have a beautiful out tripping company as well. I feel like
they do snowshoeing, canoeing,
kayaking,
hiking.
Oh yeah, they're fun and fabulous. I love it. And they have a really cute dog named Mason too. Just saying. Up there, honey. So tell us about this little photo, my friend. I'm excited for this. Where'd it go? Where it is. Right?
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. That was such an incredible experience. So we were given the opportunity to present at this year's Toronto Outdoor Adventure Show about backcountry paddling trip with kids. So we put together a PowerPoint presentation. The kids came on stage with us. They didn't want to talk, but that's okay.
That's okay.
And we gave a presentation, just sort of a basic sort of general backcountry paddling with kids. It was fantastic. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
And then they just reached out to you and said, hey, this is we'd love to have this information shared on the stage kind of thing.
Yeah, I used to work in the outdoor industry, so I used to attend this show.
Got it.
A lot, on my professional side. So I had some contacts, and I just reached out saying, hey, in the future, if you ever want somebody to talk about family stuff, let me know, because they never, it's kind of a niche topic, like family.
Sure, absolutely it is.
So,
yeah.
So I expected maybe, might hear back in a couple of years. They're like, no, can you guys come this year? And I'm like, oh, okay. Sure.
We're on it.
Hey, honey, we need to put something together.
I know, right? And you guys were on the big stage, like not even.
We were.
Yeah, we were kind of put in right at the end of the day on the Sunday, and we thought for sure we would just be on the regular stage, but then we found ourselves in there, which it was probably better for the girls, a little bit less overwhelming for them, but it was great. We had a great audience, awesome questions. Yeah, it was fantastic. So
that is such
a great experience.
Oh, and then did you guys meet anybody?
Yeah. Some followers. We met.
Did we get there during Kevin Callan's talk?
Okay.
I think we've met him before. Corey's interacted with him before.
Okay, cool.
Les Stroud, the room was like you couldn't get in.
Sure.
And Camper Christina is just absolutely lovely. We chatted with her several times. That was the funny story. We met her on the beach at Kiosk right after our Kiosk canoe trip. We're looking, and she's that was amazing. So we had met her already.
That's cool.
Literally
YouTuber,
on the beach. And then so we attended her presentations at the Outdoor Adventure Show too, which are fantastic. So
that's really sweet.
It's such a great show. We went years ago. When we lived near Toronto. I haven't been back since. He's been for work, but it's such a great, inspiring show. Wonderful people. Just there's so many opportunities, so many things out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and like you said, Kory, it's such a small community.
Right.
It's incredible.
It's big, but it's small.
It's big, but it's small. Like it's just absolutely wild.
I know we're going to try to travel to Canoecopia too. So
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So fun.
We're gonna try to get to the show next year.
Yes, it's on the list.
Fun.
We always say that, but we'll try. We'll do our best for sure.
But it's like if we do that show, it's like that. So because we did the Quiet Adventure Symposium.
They're all right in a row.
It's all right in a row.
3 weeks and 3 weekends in a row.
I know. We'll have to be very timely in our.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. Just do it. Just do it. Okay, let's just
do it.
For sure. So as the girls are getting older, and even with you guys too, what about like lessons, like swimming lessons, paddling lessons, wilderness first aid, all those kind of fun things?
Swimming is definitely super duper important. We were on that honestly year round before COVID, and then obviously that got shut down for a bit. But no, they're both in swimming lessons again. Paddling lessons, I think would be great. We're a little bit limited here, more so than we were when we lived in the GTA. Kory and I don't think it's offered anymore, but back in the day, we took a series of courses through Humber College.
Okay.
They had an entire wilderness survival certificate at the time.
Yeah.
Emily did go to camp last year, YMCA camp, where she did pick up some paddling skills.
Did she go to Queen Elizabeth?
Just at Point Pelee, actually. She stayed in one of those Autentics. Nice. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Cool. But that's definitely something that we're very much into. Very important safety, especially in the backcountry. So those are all great ideas that we need to explore further.
Yeah. Like Sarah and I have done the courses, backcountry first aid and
everything. See, I feel like a lot of people don't have that, to be honest with
Yeah.
you, right?
Yeah.
It's good to know.
It is.
Oh,
We
yeah.
haven't
Yeah,
had
and I
it.
think especially with kids too, I feel like you want to have at least some knowledge. But we also always carry the satellite communication device with
Right.
us as well.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
And another unique
That's-
thing you
that's
guys
nice.
do is you both carry hard copy maps. So what's the
Yeah.
purpose of
Yeah.
both of you doing that? I love that idea.
Well, I think initially I was like, I should learn how to read a map.
I was the navigator all the time.
Yeah,
so-
because
Okay.
I have very little sense of direction. But so I think that's how it started. But then we're like, no, this actually makes a lot of sense. Like both of us should know where we are at all times.
Agreed.
You know, for safety, and also to check like where we were in Temagami. And it's just a bunch of islands, and you're like, is this island? Is this island? So when you have two people trying to pay attention to where you are,
Right.
I think it's just a better idea. Yeah. And then, one map could get wet or something. So it's
Right.
it's good to have a second one.
Right, for sure. And this isn't like your only kind of hobby and stuff that you guys do. You guys are busy. Like
Yes.
you are birders.
Yeah.
Let me put this one up here. Kory, you are like an artiste, my friend. Like seriously,
Complete hobbies.
76. Here we go up there. Like, what is going on here?
Yes.
Yeah, I got bored and just started making stuff. No, I've been kind of dabbling in woodworking.
Beautiful.
I've always liked to build things, and I started making things for friends, and people are like, you should start selling this stuff. So I just tried it out, and it's been pretty successful. So.
Oh yeah, it's
Right.
beautiful.
I mean, gluing the different size and different types of wood together, and then
Gorgeous.
milling them out.
Yeah.
You got
So it's
candle holders, bottle openers, cutting
everything,
boards.
yeah.
Are you
I like the wine glass.
I do
holder.
too. That's kind of cute. I know I saw that. But are you doing like just shows? Are you all like on Etsy or how can you find
It's been mostly shows.
Yeah,
I was looking at the Etsy route. My problem is time. It's hard to keep inventory, and I just like doing the shows too. And
Oh well,
Sure,
beautiful.
it's fun, so
Absolutely
it's a
beautiful.
hobby. When the kids go to bed, I just go out in the shop
Yeah.
for a little bit. And
I love it. Yeah.
I think your goal is to get your website going.
yeah, I do have a website, but I sell direct through the website. But it's
Oh
it needs to be
for
updated,
sure.
so.
Oh, that would be so good.
Goals,
To have that.
Yeah.
So it's the long weekend. And one of the questions we'd like to end with is always, what's your next trip? What's next for 2023? But let's start with what's your next trip? Because you're heading out tonight.
Yeah. We're just going to the Pinery for just a quick trip. It's really the closest park to us that's open.
Yeah.
So this will be a full-on glamping trip for us. We
Love
are
it.
having an electrical site. We're going to plug in. We're going to turn the heater
Do
on.
it.
Nice.
And just there may be some chocolate involved.
Sure.
Why wouldn't
S'mores.
Well, the Easter Bunny's coming.
Yeah.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
Come on, honey.
We were worried
Right?
about the Easter Bunny. I said, "Don't worry, the Easter Bunny's going to find the trail."
Oh,
Yeah.
always. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think we're booked to go in May.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what are we looking at doing this summer?
Oh boy,
Yeah.
our big dream. I don't know if we haven't actually planned it yet. We need an hour to sit down with
Yeah.
maps that we've not
Okay.
had time to do. But I saw a video on YouTube where I think someone shared it in the Ontario paddling Facebook group about riding the Bud train out of Sudbury. So you load all your gear, your canoe onto a train and literally get on this thing, and it will drop you off in the wilderness, whatever crossing or lake
crossing
that you
say,
want, and
yeah.
you can start your canoe trip from there. And then the train will pick you up on the way back, which is just mind blowing. I love trains, and I just it seems like such
go
an
through Caribbean?
incredible
No.
opportunity. So
No. That's on my list too.
yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Oh,
and
that's
figure
news to
out-
me. Thanks for
I
sharing.
know because I can tell you, and I can't think of what her name is right now off the top of my head. Oh my god, Riley outside
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
And she did that last year.
Okay.
So reach out to her. or you look
Definitely,
through
yeah.
Instagram, and she'll like
Yep.
tell you
them
all
on
the
screen.
logistics. So
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
really
That's great.
exciting.
Because right now, I mean, we have Hap Wilson's book about the Missinaibi. So we've been looking at that book and seeing if there's something that we can do from there. We're not doing any whitewater though. So we're trying to see, you know, what lakes, and we've got topo maps en route to us in the mail, and we got to put this all together. So
Nice.
Very good.
You know, the
Very
week,
good.
we just got to figure out the trip.
yeah.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
maybe you'll have time this weekend.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Chat
that's a good
about
idea.
some stuff
Mm.
and whatever.
The
and
weather's supposed to be great this week.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna
it
have
looks
beautiful
perfect.
weather, I think. So
We
Yeah.
just wanted to do
Like
something different this weekend.
50s
that's
or better.
awesome.
So,
Okay, so how can everybody find you?
well, let me tell you.
Oh, tell us, honey. How can everybody find you?
So yeah, we're camping across Ontario. We have our YouTube channel. I do still have my website, which is campingacrossontario.com. And we're on Instagram and Facebook as well, and Twitter, but I'm admittedly not great about updating that one.
Right on.
So
Yeah, YouTube's definitely the one.
yeah.
Camping Across
Yeah.
Ontario on YouTube is kind of where we're sharing. I'd love to see some comments and
Yeah, absolutely.
get some tips from other people. That's our thing. We just want to
And-
share.
Agreed.
And, you know,
Mhm.
Agreed. Oh yeah,
learn
like
from other people as well.
we're not making like, you know, Academy Award-winning movies. Like
No.
that is just
No.
not our
No.
jam. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're not doing that, but we're
Well,
sharing
we're
information.
working on it.
We're
Yeah.
not.
Oh,
You're
No, but
90% there. Yeah.
It's definitely the information sharing. I mean,
Yeah.
we're just planning a trick. Oh, there you go. Darren Davidson Outdoors had already subscribed. All right.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I know. Oh, he's from Northern Ontario too. He loves
Oh, thank you.
stuff
Yeah,
like that.
wonderful.
And actually, Darren was at the Outdoor Adventure Show too. I don't know what day he was there, but I know that he was in the crowd as well. But
Perfect.
everybody, please make sure you go check out Kory and Sarah and the girls at Camping Across Ontario. And excited to see, like, you know, how many you're going to cross off the list.
I know. We have so many adventures that we want to do. So
It's just wild. So you have all their stuff in there, right,
Yep,
honey?
I got
Okay, all the
YouTube,
links. Okay.
Instagram, Facebook, and their website.
Thank
Okay.
you. And if anybody sees us out there, definitely say hi.
Isn't that the best? Oh,
Love to
I
see
love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have been fun. And
Mhm.
thanks for taking time. 'Cause I know you're going to, you know, try to get out of here and haul butt and
Yeah.
get
We do have tomorrow off, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
apologize
but
for that.
still, that's okay.
No, I don't.
Yeah. I know, honey. I know.
I'll be on the road at 6:30 tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, there we go. See, such a great show. Happy Easter, everybody.
yes,
Thank you
happy
very much.
Easter.
Happy
Thank
Easter.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Well, stick around. John's going to drop you down. And thanks again for hanging
Thank
out.
you.
and
Yes,
sharing
thanks
some
so much,
stories. You are
everyone.
so welcome.
Oh, it's so awesome. All right. Sit
Thank
tight for a
you.
Good
second.
night, everybody.
That was super fun.
I know. Like, I'm like, oh, I love it.
I love the logo.
Logo's
I
awesome.
love that tree.
Awesome couple.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the girls will come on another, you know, maybe we'll do like a little revisit or something, which is
Sure.
kind of fun because I do love that little. And I had a few more questions, but I wanted to be timely, just because I know they're
Hey.
trying to get out and all that,
Heck
you know,
yeah.
fun kind of stuff too.
You know how that goes.
I know, right? So
Gotta go.
thank you to Kory and Sarah for hanging out tonight. And happy Easter, everybody. Awesome, fun chat, right? Oh, super good camping.
Super good
Thanks for a
Thanks,
great
guys.
show. I know. Super good. Super good.
I was worried that the green screen wouldn't show the shirt up, but it held up.
Oh, thanks for tuning in, everybody. It was awesome. Have a beautiful Easter weekend with your family. And
Don't eat too much chocolate.
or eat lots of chocolate.
Yeah, sure.
Right on. All right. Thanks again. And we will see you next Thursday for another Backcountry Couples. Right? honey?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all on the next quest. Peace out, Cub Scouts.
Yeah.